mean, yeah, that's the issue at hand.
I know. Yeah, exactly. So, but if you took a really clear stance and just went all out in that stance, there would be no gray area.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and
I'm not sure as far as like the extension above, pandemic related measures.
But I'm just saying,
Spencer, what do you think?
people could get around it because I think it starts with the principle. Sorry, Spencer.
I just think that not everything is like so binary as we'd like to believe it is. So I just think there's a lot of gray area, and it's hard to. Like I understand where Anthony's coming from in the idea that
if you're more binary though, you could either prevent deaths or you could also give more liberty.
Yeah, but again, you're talking about the control of over like 300 million people, and I just don't think it's as easy as you'd like to think it is.
I'm not saying that's easy, but if you had like a laid out plan and you were clear with the mission, that makes things easier, right? In terms of implementation and also seeing results. But we weren't very clear in general with like what we're trying to do.
I just think, well, first of all, this is one of the most unique things that we've ever had to deal with in our lives. So I also think that's a part of this that we aren't factoring in. Like, no one was prepared for something that hasn't happened since like 1912, basically.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with anything you're saying, but I'm just saying in terms of if you were to have a game plan in terms of how to prevent this virus and prevent deaths, you could definitely have a more overall rounded, I guess, structural mechanisms to either prevent deaths and prevent this virus, or if you really cared about freedom that much, just let people, do their thing.
Yeah, but like we've been saying this whole time, like you can't control, like people can control their obesity, like.
No, yeah, that's fine.
And people know, and like in school, you learn about those kinds of things. Now, whether the education for obesity is good enough, that's another question. I mean, that's a conversation for another time, obviously. And I'm okay with that. Like, if you feel that people aren't educated enough to like deal with their obesity, then I have no problem with that.
I mean, we are kind of going in circles now, it seems, but it just baffles me how you're okay in this pandemic giving people arbitrary power to deem what's essential and what's not essential.
I mean, that's just how it goes.
It's not really arbitrary. These people were voted in office. Like, this was the scope of their responsibility.
These are the people who we entrusted to make decisions on our behalf, basically.
Yeah.
It's not like a singular entity came by and chose this person and bestowed, the responsibility.
Yeah, I know, I get that part, but my whole point is that these lists of what is and are not essential vary state to state, right? And they're very, very much. Why can like I not swim in the water until a couple weeks ago? Because
that's because your own personally elected governor decided that.
They knew pretty early on that it couldn't spread through water, and yet they withheld this the whole time. And so what I'm trying to get at is some states allow you to go to beaches, other states, some counties within counties, certain beaches are open, while next door another county the beaches aren't. So what I'm saying is not very clear, and it's very strange, if that makes sense. People are confused, and people are confused about like what can and can't be allowed, and maybe that's why people aren't taking the pandemic seriously. Because things aren't very clearly explained, and you have so much confusion, and also what's essential varies. And so it might be actually counterintuitive to your point. If you were concerned about this lockdown and trying to prevent lives, it would be better off to like have many people like come together to say, oh, this is essential and this is not, if that makes sense. I think just the lack of preparation and lack of government, I guess, planning is the thing that I don't want to say bothers me, but it's like it baffles me.
So we're just talking. I mean, at this point, we're just talking about the deficiencies in the system right now, and there's without a doubt, there's a lot of deficiencies that we can talk about.
We definitely handled it worse than other countries have.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think that goes without say.
I mean, I disagree, but I'm saying fundamentally it comes down to a difference of like what you value, and it seems you guys don't. I mean, you value death. I mean, not value, but you value life. But it seems to be like freedom comes over it,
apples,
which is interesting. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely to the like in the sense of it's a deontologist based argument where it's like I prefer the preservation of the most possible life. So that's why I stay in the crib.
I mean, I don't disagree with that, but like if you really. I mean, this is interesting. Like I said, like preservation of life just because of the pandemic, or preservation of life regardless if it was a pandemic or not.
Just because of the pandemic, because it's literally something that I have less agency over.
Okay.
And if it was something that I had more agency over, I would be more prone to being able to sticking to my own personal liberties. If it was something that I could feel directly influential over, I would probably I would value my own personal liberties more.
I guess it's interesting. Then what do you think?
Since it's a situation where because my grandma's 80,
yeah,
and she and I can't I have to be extra careful just in the case that I infect her or something like that. That's a huge possibility. So it's more so out of my it's not about my personal agency in this situation.
So what do you? I mean, this is kind of random, but obviously you value your liberty a lot. What do you think about sacrificing your liberty for other people's, I guess, the greater good of a group of people?
I mean, if I'm in the position where if I can make a personal sacrifice that'll greatly benefit larger amounts of people, then that's something that I would be.
What about affirmative action, for example?
What about affirmative action?
That's the same logic, right? You as an individual are giving up your right, even though it might be merit-based, because groups of people have structurally faced racism or have not had the economic privileges that other people have had, right? Are you willing?
Yeah. Where are the parallels?
Would you sacrifice, I guess, your merits because you're saying that it's all based off your liberty and your ability and freedoms of a school position to another group of people just because they're of a different race or ethnicity or I guess sexual group, whatever?
I think that's on a case-by-case basis, but I think inherently affirmative action is something that's more beneficial overall, just because.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
You can I don't know, just because you're able to. I don't know. It's like I said, it's an organization basis. If you're lacking in diversity in a certain area, I think it's more important than obviously merit has to play a part in it. That's part of affirmative action, but I think going the route of implementing more diversity is always a better idea.
Cool. No, it makes sense. You're pretty consistent then. I was just curious, with your viewpoints, because some people are not consistent, and that just makes me weirded out, like Spencer.
I'm not. What do you mean?
You literally told me. You literally told me you don't believe in affiliating people based on you. We should get rid of gender and like race and all these things.
Yeah, I think we should.
So then you're not in favor of affirmative action, then, right? I'm assuming.
I don't know. I think what I'm talking about. No. What I'm talking about can't be achieved. Basically, I understand that.
That's not what you told me earlier.
No, I'm saying I don't think it's possible.
Okay.
But so in that case, of course, I agree with affirmative action because inherently, it's been proven that diversity increases. It's inherently beneficial. Think about the way I think about it is sports. If you exclude a certain group of people from sports, then your sports league is worse because you're people that should be qualified and who are better than the majority of people who are already in the sport aren't involved in it at that point.
What are you saying the split should be then?
Huh? I don't think it should be a statistical number.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because otherwise, it's so different. People are so different. So.
Okay. Fair point.
But yeah, my dream is impossible.
Fair point.
What was the dream?
I just think we should get rid of all of our identities as people.
And just be people.
Just be human beings, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great if you could just and somehow ensure that some those people who then lose their identity wouldn't be disadvantaged.
Yeah. Again, it's not possible.
Or any further disadvantage than they already are.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream. So it's just something that I would like to personally see. Fuck my ass. I'm trying to play Aladdin.
True that. I don't know. We're just talking about controversial topics today, Kevin. Is there anything that you would do that's kind of controversial?
Interesting. Let's see.
Yeah, let's talk about controversy.
My girlfriend was watching the stream, so now see if there's anything controversial.
Make yourself sound manly, though.
Yeah, trophy hunting is. I don't have a problem with trophy hunting.
I don't think that's weird.
It's
like hunting animals, right?
Like trophy hunting animals.
How come?
I feel like there is a system in which trophy hunting could exist, and it could exist ethically that didn't endanger rare animals. Because I feel like there are I've heard about a lot of situations that talk about the animals are they're not fertile anymore, or they wouldn't be able to and they would just die without reproducing, and they wouldn't add to the population of whatever animal whatever the species was.
That makes sense.
And so then you could like have someone pay a bunch of money. The money goes to whatever, like enclosures, like habitats, local villages, and then the meat or something could be donated like for food. I just think I don't think it's something that can be dismissed outright just because it's hunting an animal that might be an endangered species.
I would agree. I'm gonna take that another.
All the animals have to die eventually. Like they're just like us. An animal will die eventually, and if they're at the point where like they can't serve their purpose, if they can't like, I'm the same thing with humans, bro. If I'm old, just take me out. When I die, throw me in the garbage.
Oh shit. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right, this is gonna expand on that, but not really. It's about animals.
Oh god.
So I have a problem with people who call themselves animal lovers, and they eat meat. I think if you eat meat and you own a dog,
I honestly agree with
weird.
you. I honestly agree with you.
I don't think it's consistent.
Sure.
I think you can't be an animal lover if you eat meat.
Yeah, there's
Anthony are going vegetarian together. We decided.
Like, I also is weird. Like, if you're gonna eat meat, why don't you eat dogs? I'm just saying, or cats,
Because they're cute, basically.
No, but like, it's just weird, like how did?
Yeah, there's like there's a societal kind of like line of domestication that certain animals cross and certain animals don't.
Yeah.
You might as well be consistent and like.
Definitely, like that's something that I like because I don't like identify myself as an animal. I like dogs. Like, I'll say specifically which animals I like and which animals I don't. So it's like.
Honestly, I want to go vegetarian.
So it's like. All right, I really like dogs. I'm a dog guy. So anytime I see some bad shit happen to dogs, that's when I get upset. And that way I don't fall into like a greater animal lover umbrella.
If we were vegetarian, we could have prevented this coronavirus. Because
pretty much
we could not have eaten bats.
No one would have eaten.
I don't think it came from bats necessarily.
Dude, it came from a bat. Dude, it came from a bat.
No, it came from an animal, but
Dude, it came from a bat.
I don't know if it was a bat necessarily.
Yes, the whole thing to solve the coronavirus.
You just saw that on social media.
The entire origin of COVID is hotly debated. So
yeah.
I never feel like confident debating the origin.
Have you seen the YouTube video of the girl eating the bat? It's actually really scary.
Bat suit memes are funny. I will say that. Bat suit memes are fucking hilarious.
The video's
so funny.
The video's actually.
Picture of Trump. You guys ever seen the picture of Trump where it's like he's like having like a taco salad in his office and he's got the thumbs up and then someone photoshops it back.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's hilarious, dude. It's so funny.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh god.
But
So it's like I don't ever like because whenever people talk about like eating bats or something like that, it's not something I take seriously because no one knows for sure and like it's something that people are actively trying to get to the bottom of.
Okay, I can say this because I'm Asian, but don't you think it's kind of weird? Like in China, they started SARS, and like their health standards are different, right? And the animals they eat are weird. I'm not gonna lie, from a Western perspective. How do you go about like? Do you have to stop the culture from eating weird animals to prevent viruses like this, or like how would you go about preventing people from eating bats?
I don't know. I don't think you can.
You can't.
You'd have to just stop the culture, right? Because culturally they eat bats.
Yeah, but how do you stop culture?
You just have to eradicate it. Oh my gosh.
Like, eating bats is it's just mass genocide.
Yeah, you can't basically.
I don't think eating bats is inherently bad. You just eat a diseased bat.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Like, there are certain animals you shouldn't eat because we know, like, they have diseases. I'm assuming bats would be one of them, right?
Yeah, but how do you, like, people, like, do a lot of stuff in their private homes. Like, there's no way to stop it.
Yeah, but apparently the virus, like, well, supposedly, if it did come from market, the conditions are really bad. And apparently, like, these animals, like, shit on top of each other and, like, they eat each other's shit and, like, all these things. And, like, that's how they become infected.
Sounds like a party.
Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, still, it's like just these exotic animals, I think. I mean, not saying that like normal animals can't get viruses, but it's just like we don't know much about bat eating and like snake eating and like dog eating. I don't know, whatever Asians eat, like. So it's just
fertilized duck eggs.
Yeah, exactly. Like we don't know what viruses are in there, right? I think we should eat vegetables and not eat meat and just not have coronavirus.
The thing is, like, it's just there is a. You can't be proactive without kind of infringing on people's liberties.
Very true. I've realized that. Yes.
You have to. You just have to have better. You just have to have better mechanisms and institutions to kind of be more prepared for when bad shit happens and being able to respond to it.
That is true.
That's why like it's really shitty that like we didn't have a pandemic like team in the government established before all this stuff happened.
Yeah, in hindsight, there's a lot of things we could have done better, but it's just like, yeah, it's pretty crazy how things unraveled. So, yeah, you good, Spencer?
Yeah, I'm just fixing the stream to reflect the idea that we are playing Aladdin and not Neopets.
This is the monkey from Aladdin.
I'm about to lose all my lives.
Kevin, what have you been up to these days?
Nothing, man. Graduated and ain't shit going on. No, I'm just kidding. We've been streaming the past couple. Me and Spencer have been streaming the past couple days. We've been playing this Star Wars MMO.
Wow.
Trying to write more. Trying to get better at video editing.
What kind of writing are you doing?
Just hone my skills. Just like editorial stuff.
Like for like a news publication or something like that?
Got it.
I work with a gaming site.
Oh, that's sick.
So I'll put out an article every once in a while. I'm doing some comic book related stuff. That'll start coming out soon. But yeah, just trying to, while we have all this free time, trying to hone my skills.
You live with your girlfriend now, I'm assuming, right? Or?
No, I'm still at home.
Wait, how did his girlfriend was just like listening?
She's watching our stream, I think, for a little bit.
Pretty sure she was on the stream. I did just go on a date with her. We did go to the park just now. It was fantastic.
It was nice
Super
outside.
Super nice outside today, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nice outside, actually.
Pretty breezy, but
it ain't easy being breezy.
It is not. It was hair all in my face.
Yeah. Yeah, you know everything that's controversial about me now, I guess. So.
All out. The whole world to see.
Nothing to see.
It's the name of the game, though, isn't it?
What is?
Just being controversial.
Yeah. You're going to be the next Skip Bayless, right, Spencer? Because you want to get into a controversial...
Be the next Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Yes! UFOs!
I don't want to be Alex Jones. That's lame.
Did you know he's actually making money off his products?
Of course he is.
And he's pretty wealthy.
If there's anything I've learned in business is that there's a niche market for anything.
Yeah, there is.
That's the thing I've learned,
if you have an idea, there is a group of people who are interested in that
people
idea.
People are dumb. Like,
yeah.
Girls have OnlyFans, right? They can like sell their bodies, like. There should be something equivalent for guys where it's not sexual.
It's called Twitch.
What do you mean?
I don't know. If you were a girl and you really wanted to make money, you can sell your body or like in certain ways. I think as a guy, you should have some sort of option also. Not selling your body, but like...
if you're a guy, you just get to do absolutely everything else.
Oh, shit.
You get to play video games for money.
Girls make more money than guys because like there's less girls, so the demand's higher for girl video gamers.
I don't know. I feel like the highest paid streamers are still men.
Possibly.
I don't know the answer to that question, so I can't tell you.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, I feel like there's not a streamer alive who has more money in their bank account than Ninja right now.
Well, I mean, that's the highest example. What about Pokimane? She's got to be one of the highest.
Yeah, Pokimane's up there, but she's in a league of her own. There's not really like a community of women Twitch streamers that are on her level.
Epic female gamers.
Yeah. Be the next Alex Jones, please, Spencer.
I'll try.
Please, you kind of look like him also.
Yeah, it's good. Holy shit, that's where that's coming from.
I'd follow you.
Oh, really? Yeah. Thanks, Anthony.
Or replace Joe Rogan on his podcast. There's like 4 million viewers.
Yeah, I'll just.
So you have to make the Spencer.
I'll just talk about ayahuasca with every single guest that comes on.
Yes, do it.
Would you guys do ayahuasca with me?
I'd do it with you in a heartbeat.
What's ayahuasca?
It's like It's like what? It's one of the fundamental. It's like DMT. DMT is one of the ingredients in ayahuasca. I don't think so. It's supposed to make you one with yourself, basically.
Would you actually never take it?
I would take it.
Yeah, let's do it. Dude, meet me in Canada. We'll go to like Saskatchewan or like a really remote
No, we have to go to like Africa or something.
No, what? Isn't it native tribes do it?
Oh, well, native tribes do it too, but they do it in a little different way. It's called something else.
Let's do it. Come to Canada where there's more native tribes.
They will let you do it if you pay them.
There's those people also.
I think, Kevin? Would you do ayahuasca with us?
Sure, in a controlled environment.
Yeah,
no,
of course.
You have to do it in the wilderness. You can't
no,
do it
but I'm saying like no, but I'm saying
you do. No, that's you can't.
No. It's a controlled environment in the sense that there's a shaman with you who like helps you. Obviously.
Yeah, I would need I can't like go. I can't fly.
We wouldn't be doing it in a room or anything like that. It would be like.
Dude, I want to do it out in the grass.
Well, that is how it is done. We don't do it in a room. Like but you have like a spiritual guide with you who helps you get through it.
I want to do it in the water. Be taking a bath and just like.
Yeah, you're supposed to because you're supposed to. I think you poop yourself when you do it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. That sounds sick.
Anything that makes me actively just empty my bowels without like a.
Okay, but that's just the beginning part. Like after you get done with that, then you like look inwards and discover yourself.
Exactly. Let's do it.
So I have to when I take this, I have to spend like the first hour and a half on the toilet.
I think that's literally what it is. That's why they like tell you to. At least in the experience that I heard about, you do it in a river because like if you poop yourself, then obviously it's not so bad.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, but then the fish eat my shit and then they create the next coronavirus.
That's fine.
No. That's not how it works. It's not human feces. It's not human feces. It's like some other feces that's the virus. Like pigs eat our shit and we eat them, and we don't get coronavirus. So. No, I'm serious. If you look at factory farming, they use fertilizer like manure from like humans. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Dude, when we did.
What's your beef with OnlyFans girls?
What?
What's your beef with OnlyFans girls?
No, it's not my beef. I'm just saying, I think we men need a male equivalent to make money,
There are men on OnlyFans.
I know, but like, they don't really make money.
Yeah, so it's the same thing with the women on Twitch.
I don't use Twitch, so I don't know. But
it is basically the same thing. It is the OnlyFans for guys, for the most part. Shit.
True. But I don't know. I have nothing against people who, try to make money, So. Power to people.
I'm going to edit this stream, but only when we started playing Aladdin.
I can get Anthony canceled.
Shit.
More so than he is already.
I know.
Did you see that video of the UFO that the US?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think aliens exist.
I'm just reserved.
It's just
like whatever. Yeah, it's there, man. Whatever.
I'm pretty numb to it all, to be honest with you. Yeah.
It's like no shit. No shit.
Okay, wait. Time out. Since you live in Nevada, have you been to Area 51?
I have not. No.
Have you been to Area 51, Spencer? Because I've driven past there once, but I don't think I'm allowed it. I kind of want to drive close.
Where exactly is it?
I don't know.
What?
Area 51.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Is it in southern Nevada?
It's close to Vegas.
It's like past Pahrump, I think. So it's like, it's also one small road. So like the idea of that invasion and stuff never was going to happen because all the cars simply wouldn't be able to like get there.
As a military person, do you get access to like special things that?
No, I don't. I did not get to go to Area 51.
Damn it. Okay.
Holy shit! I forgot.
Because I feel like I watched videos where like someone like you can't even really go within like 50 miles of where the actual entrance is.
Yeah, there's a sign.
Like turn you back.
I drove. It's like danger. If you drive past, we have the right to like do something.
Oh, you can actually run in this game.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious to see what's in there, like everyone else. But
nothing. It's a bunch of old aircraft.
What do you think is in? You don't think anything's in there?
It's a bunch of old aircraft, retired Air Force aircraft.
Aliens definitely exist, Spencer.
I'm sure they do, and they do like flights and stuff from there.
Aliens?
I think we're far too primitive of a species for aliens to be interested in that.
I don't know.
No,
I mean, relatively speaking, because if someone's able to like observe us, basically, if that makes sense, like that means that their technology is significantly more developed than ours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we don't have the technology to absorb another planet's species.
This is a side tangent, really random. Do you know who Jeffrey Epstein is?
Yes, I know who Jeffrey Epstein is, Anthony.
Do you think he killed himself?
No, tell me more about this Jeffrey Epstein.
Do you think he killed himself?
No, of course he didn't.
So then, who do you think had him murdered?
I don't know, Anthony. It's above my pay grade.
He's being sarcastic. He's definitely killed. No, he didn't kill himself. No, they definitely iced him.
So then who iced him? That's the question.
Who knows?
I have no idea. Whoever he was trafficking kids to. It's not something I like to. It's something I would like to remain blissfully ignorant about sometimes.
No, because
last night in the Knicks chat.
God, dude, that was dark, man.
What happened?
It's kind of tangentially related.
It is very related.
In the group chat last night, like someone sent a tweet where it was like apparently Hillary Clinton had like, or not Hillary Clinton, Hillary Duff, Lizzie McGuire.
What the fuck would Hillary Duff think? But yeah, I don't think that's true, dude.
Wait, what was the story though? What was the story?
Okay, but it freaked me the fuck out.
It was freaky.
So apparently she had been like, her husband was out of town or some shit, right? Yeah. And she was taking pictures of her son, like generally harmless pictures of your son that you would want to take like while they were kids.
Yeah.
Obviously remember them before. And apparently there was just one that looked very strange that was just like lost in the shuffle. But apparently like the kid was naked and like had like markings on them. And someone was like, "Oh, she's trafficking your son for breeding or something like that."
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did you see the photo?
No, I didn't see the photo.
So I was just like, so that kind of shit. I'm just like, all right, I'm out. I do not want to know more about this. I would like to just remain ignorant to this. Is like,
I don't think it's true. No one even knows that was her actual live stream. It could have just been pictures that someone made.
Wait, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Hillary Duff?
Yeah. Like that photos from the tweet, you know what I'm talking about? Like as far as we know, they're just random photos. We didn't watch the live stream.
Oh, like the actual Instagram.
Yeah,
story?
It's like it's like the source is dude, trust me, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. But like no, but the reason it freaked me out is because everyone in the chat started sending like links to me, like, oh, this is what this means.
Yeah.
Freemasons, Satanism, and like I was just like, okay, let me fucking put the phone down.
At that point, I'm like, okay, let's not do that anymore.
That's just shit that's beyond the processing power of my chimp brain. Dude.
Yeah, I agree.
I cannot like.
I'd rather not.
Dude, it's just like there's too much shit for me to be worrying about that. It's
no. But there is something to worry about.
It would collapse upon itself if I thought about it for too long.
But it is something to worry about because if like it depends who killed him, right? And if it was someone like higher up in the government, because obviously he had attachments to like Bill Clinton and Trump, then our government, people in leaders, position of powers, are very much linked to pedophilia.
Yeah, but we'll never know the answer to that question, basically.
And so then, do we even trust our government in case
okay, but
of this
like
pandemic?
at that point,
but if they're linked with child pedophilia people, then yeah.
Okay, like, but we're never gonna find out.
You question everything. Then you question everything.
You go. Okay, you go to the White House and you let me know what President Trump says.
Everything.
That's your prerogative, dude. Like, Spencer and I talk about simulation theory all the fucking time, and it's just like, this is like. It could be a fucking simulation. I don't care. I'm just like, I'm here doing my thing.
So then why do we trust them? No, it does matter because if you just do your thing, why do we trust them? Why do we trust them with what they're doing in the pandemic then? If we know they're potentially corrupt?
Because it's the way it is, Anthony. That's basically what it comes down to.
So you just go along with what the government says?
If you want to start wearing a tin hat, Anthony, I mean, that's fine.
Like I said, if I thought about it too hard, my fucking brain would collapse upon itself. I
wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing we can do.
My whole brain would give me the airfoil for the blue. I would get a blue screen.
Yeah, because otherwise you're just going to be paranoid for the rest of your life. So
exactly.
It's not paranoid. It's just you want to know who's.
I'll just remain blissfully ignorant about certain things. I'm not claiming to be an altruistic.
Yeah. So if you're living your life blissfully ignorant, then don't follow rules. I'm just going to do what I want. You know.
Yeah, but there's more to life than that. I mean, basically, you have to just live your life knowing those things exist and just have to deal with it.
That's fucked up.
Unless you're Alex Jones and you like fight against the corruption, you know, doing God's work.
Be like Alex Jones.
I just know that there's nothing I can personally do.
Yeah, exactly.
What am I gonna do? Go expose Bill Clinton?
Yes. Yes.
Do it, Anthony.
Anthony, if you go expose Bill Clinton, I'll support you.
Yes. We'll start it. We can do like a 3-person podcast. Podcast team. You can be my,
then we all die from suicide.
You can be my regular recurring guest.
I don't want to die from suicide with 3 shots in the back of the head.
Well, you know what? If we put it on Twitch, people will know, right? It's like evidence.
No, dude, I'm telling you, I actually know for a fact that no one would know or care, and I'll tell you why. There was an actor that killed himself supposedly like by jumping off a bridge, and he made a video like a month before saying, basically saying like he was like, trying to expose people and saying like I'm not suicidal. If I kill myself, like it's not because of that. And then like a month later, he killed himself. It was really scary.
Wait, so you think that he didn't kill himself then?
I don't know.
What actor was this?
But he, gosh, let me see if I can find it actually.
Dude, that's actually freaky as fuck.
You talking about Etika?
No, not him. It was like he's not like a well-known actor. He was just like kind of like a guy who had small roles, but he was saying he was going to expose all these people. And
who is he trying to expose?
I don't know.
Oh shit! Okay, we're gonna expose people today, right now.
No, I'm just trying to find out what this kid's name was. I saw a video about it. Isaac Cappy.
Dude, send me it later so I can take a look and read into it myself later.
He had small roles in films like Thor and Terminator Salvation.
I may or may not be a conspiracy theorist. I don't know.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist because otherwise life is meaningless.
Didn't kill himself, so yes,
that's not really conspiracy. It's just kind of like common knowledge.
It's going against government report, so it's a conspiracy.
That's not a government report.
That's your prerogative, Anthony.
We support you, Anthony.
I respect you. I respect that. I just can't. I can't. I really can't.
Kevin and I decided a long time ago that we were just gonna be blissfully ignorant about life.
Alright, I'm gonna start a podcast when I get back, and I'm gonna invite Spencer and you, Kevin.
No, don't affiliate me with your podcast, Anthony. I don't.
It's okay. It's international.
I'm
so
trying
like,
to work in media. If someone finds that and they're like, "Oh, he's talking about Hillary Duff."
He's talking about 401A. Oh God.
Dude, it's okay. You don't want to work for people. You want to create your own content. Don't let people dictate what you can and can't talk about. Otherwise, you'll just live your life in fear.
I'm okay with that.
I want to, talk about what I want to talk about and not worry about the consequences,
That's fair. That's fair.
I guess that.
The stuff that Spencer and I generally want to talk about is just much more
a much lighter load of content, if you will.
What do you guys talk about usually?
I want to talk about like Star Wars and shit.
We want to talk about C-3PO and Goofy droids.
Why is this like so? That's the things I want to debate about.
We want to talk about Gonk droid speedruns and stuff like that.
That's true.
Fuck
no, but
man.
I will. If I do ever start a podcast, I'm gonna add you, Kevin, to it.
Sure. I'll come on your podcast. Yes. I'll fiercely disclaim myself. Not being particularly.
Yeah, you'll make sure you're public about the fact that you're not. The opinions associated with this podcast are not of my own.
I'll say that. I'll have like a button that just says that every 5 minutes.
Don't you think that's terrible though? We can't be ourselves in the real world.
Sure, I don't know.
That's so bad. It's just fakeness.
A lot of people can't.
I know, but that's terrible. Don't you think you just want to be yourself? Like, be who you are fully. Don't be bound.
I mean, some people are shitty, so.
I know, but I don't want to be bound by like society and telling me what you can and can't think about.
You know what, Anthony? Though we live in one, so there's nothing you can do about that.
No, but
that's the thing.
No, but
man.
that hinders. That's the whole point of science. Science is supposed to be you're able to discuss thoughts and not have consequences because all thoughts are important. And that's how you get an idea.
I don't know if all thoughts are important.
Galileo was persecuted by the church because people thought he was crazy, Same thing. I'm not saying I'm Galileo. But
Anthony's the next Galileo.
I didn't say that.
Confirmed.
I didn't say that.
Galileo was in the Illuminati.
No, but I'm just saying, like a lot of people.
That's just something I like to say every now and then.
Just to keep it fresh.
No, but exactly like people went against the church when it was in power, and it was controversial then, and so I think that it's really people went against the church when it was in power. And it's been controversial. I think it's important to not be bound by the rules of society and structures and what's normal.
Right.
And you might get persecuted, but that's okay. That's part of life.
See, I don't want that. I made a stand a while ago that I don't want that.
A lot of people think that way, and I'm not saying it's inherently bad to think that.
It's good.
Martin Luther King was like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
So is Gandhi.
So there are definitely avenues to which you can challenge the norms of society.
Exactly.
And it could be
exactly, and we can be that. We can be that.
I don't want to be that.
That is not my. I say all that to say that is not my prerogative. That is.
But why? But why though? Why not? Why don't you want to live your life with liberty?
Not something I feel comfortable enough in society. Yes, there's shit that's bad that goes on, but I don't know. It's maybe probably what's shitty about me as a person.
No, I didn't say. Whoa, I didn't say that. I think you're a great person.
Just say it, Anthony. You think you're better than us. We understand that.
I did not say that.
That's fine if you're better than us,
I'm not
Anthony.
going to say it's a positive trait of mine that I'm just generally complacent with a lot of things that happen in our society.
It's okay.
It's definitely bad. It's definitely a bad thing.
I just want to get to a point where I don't give a fuck about anything, you know, and just like say what I want.
I don't just like I'm on a like dude. Here's my thing. My whole life philosophy is just mind your own fucking business. I think that's just my whole thing.
I think life would be better if we all just minded our own business.
I think everyone would be a lot happier if they just minded their own business.
I don't disagree with you. But then the thing is, though, we have to be able to trust other people because that's how our society works. And if we don't trust government, then how can we mind our own business if we don't even trust the people?
Yeah, but what if you're super ignorant and dumb like us, and then you can then you just think that balance inherently exists?
Dude, you have a college degree. You're not dumb.
I think I'm pretty stupid.
No. You have a college degree, man. That's pretty impressive.
What is the value of a college degree, honestly?
You learn to critically think.
Ugh.
That's true. I have the ability. I do not often.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty stupid, so I guess
you're smarter than you.
I can critically think about how dumb I am, I guess.
Spencer, don't say that.
Jeez, this is crazy. That's the extent of critical thinking.
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, I really am stupid. He ain't lying.
But yeah.
I agree. That bad thing is bad.
Yes, this bad thing is made of bad.
But yeah. It's a crazy place out there.
Sure is, Anthony. You're not wrong about that.
But yeah.
It's a evil world we live in.
It is.
Jeez.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna leave in like 5 minutes.
All right, Anthony.
You can post this on YouTube.
I might.
I feel like on a general level, people try to do as much as they can to make themselves feel comfortable.
Yeah, that's basically what life is.
Is that good? Is it good to be comfortable?
Sure.
No, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm just saying.
Have you seen the Avengers movie Endgame?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you know how there was that really dilemma for Robert Downey Jr. and Iron Man? Should he sacrifice himself for the greater good, or should he live for his own family? He had that choice.
Yeah, but Thanos would have won if he hadn't done that.
Yeah, but that's what makes someone a hero, when they're able to lay down their life for another person or group of people.
That's the thing. I'm not claiming to be a hero.
Well, I think everyone wants to be a hero. That's why we're attracted to superhero movies, aren't we? That's why they're the biggest selling movies, because we all want to be like that. We just don't know if we're capable.
I mean, to a degree, but I feel like a lot of things are kind of just like a lot of like. Well, my favorite themes on superhero movies are more related to self-discovery. Yeah, but it's not even it's not just superheroes itself. Is if you think about like gods and like all like throughout history, we've been infatuated with like. Of course. Like these superhuman things, if that makes sense. Yeah. And so I think inherently there's a part of us. Like that, it kind of goes along with like, you know, why people are religious. It's kind of just like attaching yourself to these kinds of stories in the same way you attach you attach yourself to religion, kind of like it's in the effort of giving your own life meaning. Yeah, so you shouldn't. Yeah, so like I don't think being comfortable is like good, because in the whole Endgame, like. He could have been comfortable with his own family, but he had to sacrifice himself. Right? Yeah, but we're also talking about a fictional Marvel movie. But I'm saying, like, is it good? I get what he's saying, though. If we're all comfortable with it. Yeah. It is symbolic of history, because, like, this is, like, I feel like Star Wars is, like, like the Odyssey and shit. Like, it's like, it's like Homeric. It's like a Homeric epic. Yes, I agree. Like, they share a lot of those themes, and the root and basis of those are in what Anthony's talking about, and trying to, like, pursue something greater for yourself and in service to others. Well, other people might not see it that way. Yeah. A lot of people, it passes over a lot of people's heads. They just want to look for Easter eggs in fucking movies. Exactly. And make 30-minute YouTube videos about Easter eggs. Yes. When was the last time you guys went Easter egg hunting? I don't think I've ever gone. I used to do it every year. Like my whole family gets together, and we do it at my uncle's house, and we have a grand old time. All my cousins, we go hunt for Easter eggs. That sounds fun. You guys want to do that next year? Like make our own Easter egg hunt? Let's do it virtually. Or are we gonna put in the eggs? Just like random facts about Marvel movies?
Oh well, I don't know. Maybe something a little better than that.
At this timestamp in the first Thor movie, you can see the Infinity Gauntlet. Open the egg, and that's what it says.
I don't know. It's a good question. We should think of something. We should put like, I don't know, like classic Game Boy Advance games or something.
Be healthier for COVID.
Yeah, see, Anthony was lying about that, dude. I don't think obesity has anything to do with COVID-19.
No, it does.
I mean, like, if you are just generally less healthy, obviously you're going to be adversely affected.
I will send you the articles later. I'll send you the articles. They're actually.
I think that's just like it's like a non-starter to be like, yeah, if you are generally less healthy, you may be more adversely affected by this, by a disease.
No, it's a fact. I'll send you the article later. Don't worry. Prove it to you.
I don't think you can isolate it just simply to obesity. Like if you're a smoker, obviously you're at a higher risk for a respiratory disorder.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying obesity is among the factors. But yeah.
Yeah, it's probably one of the factors, but I don't think you can, like, my whole thing is that you can't isolate it as like a primary factor. Like, it's kind of obvious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so exactly. Obese people are more likely to get COVID, among other things. People who don't smoke, who aren't overweight, who take care of their health are generally, not always, but should not get COVID. Or if they do get COVID, they should be able to recover faster.
What the fuck?
Yes, I would say that generally being more healthy is
yes.
If you want to recover from other diseases.
Yeah. All right, Kevin. It's been good knowing you.
You heading out, Anthony?
Anthony's riding off into the sunset.
I'm gonna think about this.
Go ahead and riff, Kevin, while we're out for a few minutes.
I appreciate the discourse, my friend.
I appreciate you also, man. Stay safe. Blessings to you and your family and your girlfriend, and hopefully I catch you soon in person. You know, I think this whole virtual thing's weird.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Go ahead and let it rip for a couple minutes while I'm gone, Kevin.
All right, guys. It's just me on the stream now. I believe Spencer is still playing Aladdin, and I'm not sure if this is Aladdin. I'm not sure if this is the Aladdin game. It actually is. It's probably like one of the most surprisingly good platforms that was ever created. This game took many people off guard, and Spencer is literally just walking Anthony out of the house right now. So he left me as the lone progenitor of the stream. It's going in and out a lot, honestly. I'm trying to watch it on my computer, but I think we might move this over to my stream if that's what you fancy. If you guys are looking to be more chimp-brained like us and just mindlessly watch content, I think we're gonna play Star Wars after this. So, who's in here? Is this still just Hannah and Nikki in here? This is a safe space, guys. Now, like, the bad man is gone. Just kidding. I disagree with Anthony, but I've met him, and he's a cool person, so... yeah, I don't personally subscribe to pretty much anything that he said during that time, but... I think these kinds of conversations are important to have. Are you guys having the issue with the stream where it's just kind of going in and out? What's going on for me? This entire time we were having this argument, was kind of discussing it in a group chat with a few friends, including my girlfriend and a couple of my cousins and friends, and two of them were just like hiking in Utah during that entire excursion, which is funny. he's a character, man. I do not think that spending 4 years in Toronto would make him that much of a libertarian. That was kind of funny. Still waiting on Spencer to come back. What a nice little 2-hour stream that was. That was quite the experience, guys. I kind of got like frustrated by my messages being delayed, so I had to hop on the Discord call to actively participate in the discourse. I have a second viewer like in and out. Oh, I guess that other viewer is me. So there's 2 people on the stream. One of them is me. That makes more sense now.
What did you riff about, Kevin?
Just general, like, oh, we're probably gonna play some Old Republic after this.
Yeah, we are. I'm actually almost done with the Aladdin game, so I'm just gonna, for the YouTube purposes, I think I might just start the stream when I first started playing Aladdin, and just make it. Go back what?
What do you mean?
I'm almost done with the game, like since we've been talking. I'm just gonna finish it and then just post it on YouTube as a playthrough, basically.
Gotcha. I'm gonna set up the stream for Old Republic.
Are you?
Yes, and we can kind of riff. Are you on Windows right now?
No, I will. It's because I'm playing on my OpenEmu, so I should actually after the stream I'm going to show the cartridge. I have it like on my person's. But anyways, I want to start doing that before my streams. I keep forgetting to show the cartridges before I play them. I love having that physical piece of history.
That was quite the excursion.
It was so funny, man. I love talking to Anthony. He's so funny.
I was talking about how, like, Anthony I've met him and he's a good guy.
Oh, Anthony's a great guy, man.
I starkly disagree with a lot of what he said.
He just likes to push the boundaries.
I entertained it because I know he's not being a fucking troll.
Yeah, he likes to push buttons and.
So if I feel like I can have a genuine conversation about someone who genuinely thinks.
I can't tell you how many conversations we've had like that in high school. It's just funny, man.
No, I know.
We just talk about things that don't have an objective answer, and we just.
It's so funny.
We just explore them.
He was talking about Kawhi Leonard, or not Kawhi Leonard, but the Raptors winning a title.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That's so funny, man. Yeah. Let me finish this game. I think I have one more stage left, and I'm done. Oh. And then I'll obviously be
I'm booting up World Republic right now.
It's so goofy how weird Windows is with audio.
Yeah, I don't it's just so much easier. I don't for no real reason.
Yeah. Shit. I could legit could not figure out your audio.
No. Mac is just weird.
But Windows is automatic.
Yeah, it is automatic. I opened OBS for the first time.
Yeah. Also, when I downloaded OBS for Windows, it auto did my settings for me to make it optimize for my stuff. And that did not happen for Mac for me. Can he jump down here? No. What's our plans for the Old Republic? What do you want to do?
You're gonna show me all this stuff you were talking about yesterday about upgrading my armor and keeping having certain armor pieces but keeping my stats.
Right.
And then
it's expensive though, so if you're gonna start playing, I recommend doing it soon because it's 25,000 credits to do that.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna run some side missions today because I want to run some credits.
Yeah, you should. I still can't tell you how I earned 100,000 credits. I don't know what I sold, and I probably shouldn't have sold it, but you know what? You just have to live with your life decisions sometimes. And there's nothing you can do about it.
I'll be right back.
Shoot. Is it down there? It is down there. Oh. Guess it doesn't matter. This game is not easy, by the way. I know I haven't been talking about it at all if you're watching things on YouTube or I guess Twitch too. Great game by Capcom. People always say the Sega Genesis version is better, but I will argue otherwise because first of all, in the Sega Genesis version, you have a sword, which I think is stupid. I don't think you should have a sword because that's not what Aladdin wasn't chilling on a sword. So I just think fundamentally this game is much more similar and faithful to the original. All I remember now is that he turns into a snake after this, obviously. Shoot. I really ran into that. Hopefully this is it. Nope. Oh, Fuddruckers, man. Okay. I need to go into it with more life. Oh, it starts you here. Oh, shoot. Screw you. Oh, boy. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, I just feel like this one's a little more faithful to the original movie. So the controversy with this game, or not controversy, but the thing with this game is that people say that the Sega Genesis version is significantly better.
There were a lot of people saying I know Donkey talked about that game and how it was a really underrated platformer. This
is one of the best games I think on the Super Nintendo, but anyways,
so which version was better? Was it the Genesis or the?
So the general consensus around the internet is that the Sega Genesis is better. But in the Sega Genesis version, let me first preface by saying you have a sword, which I think is very unfaithful to the character as a weapon. And
like Aladdin has a sword?
Yeah, like that's his weapon for defend himself in the game. And in this you have apples, which stuns people, and I think that's much more on par for the character. I don't know what you think about that.
I've never really played I haven't actually like fully watched Aladdin with a fully developed brain yet.
Really?
Yeah. I watched the 2019 version, which I thought was pretty fun.
People hate Disney, but I think it was okay. It's just the first quarter of the movie that was so off-putting for me. It was so bad.
Have you watched Jimmy's Good Podcast yet?
No.
He does it with Nine Rain, and they have like a 15-minute tangent about why they hate Disney.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. It was mostly centered around their how they copyright claim everything.
Oh yeah, of course they're terrible with that.
I mean, that's just the prerogative of pretty much any large media company on YouTube. They'll just
at the end of the day,
everything,
especially
have anything to do.
Especially Star Wars, man. Good lord.
Has any of the stuff that you've uploaded, like stream highlights, has any of that shit been claimed because it's playing? Like,
Instantly.
Star Wars music? Yeah,
I just can't. I can keep the video. I just can't monetize it.
Yeah, that's how they like, and I guess that's like
I mean, that's fine. I can live with that.
That's their prerogative to claim that stuff, but it kind of ultimately seems frivolous. But I get it. You got to set a standard for your IP and stuff like that.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like a lot more people get way more butthurt about like Disney than they should. I've had people say that they're like kind of like they'll bring about the end of the film industry, and it's like that's not.
Yeah. First of all, they make $1 billion each, so I think the argument is useless for the most part. If you know what I'm saying, it's like even if you don't like it, it's clearly a successful business model. I think that goes without saying.
I got in an argument on Twitter a while ago from someone who's just like, there's no artistic integrity with Disney, and I was like, there's definitely not true at all.
Yeah, that's a little
like there's still a market on Disney's platform for stuff that's original and stuff that's good.
Yeah.
But obviously, like they definitely have stuff that obviously kind of just feels like, that just isn't really up to snuff with like other stuff that they've done. Like not every movie is like the level of Inside Out, like the level of originality of something like Inside Out or Coco. Right? So like you can't bat 1,000. Like sometimes you'll just put out Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, I think that's an unrealistic expectation for sure for Disney to have to just
say that Go ahead, sorry.
Because like compare that to any studio basically. It's like who is hitting 100 for all their studio's movies basically.
And it's just like I don't like. They set the standard for what a blockbuster is, yeah, but like not every movie is designed to be a block. So to say that like because Disney is so successful with movies like the Avengers movies and shit like that, like in Star Wars movies, and saying how that's like homogenizing storytelling, I think that's bullshit. I honestly think that's bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not buying that either.
Because like again, these movies never get recognized. These movies never get recognized as like
Oscar
as
movies
of art in any way. Like they don't win Oscars.
Right. They never do.
Ever. And the ones that do have to be like absolutely extraordinary. So like it's like the first Star Wars and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Like to say that like original storytelling is dying just because Disney makes a sequel to everything, I just think it's stupid. There's no way they can have a monopoly on storytelling.
That doesn't make sense.
Just because they own a shit ton of IP doesn't mean like no one can tell new stories. And it's like that's at the same time. It's like okay, if you are a fan of like if you hate Pixar for putting out like 3 sequels to Toy Story, like did you watch Coco? Did you watch Inside Out? Did you watch Onward?
Yeah, Coco's probably like one of the best movies of. I love that movie.
That's what I'm saying. That's like original IP. That's not a sequel to anything. it's kind of just like, and it kind of just plays off like what Walt Disney's original philosophy was just like, you make movies to make money so you can make more movies.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, dude, like, no, like, it's much harder for Disney to make Inside Out and Coco if Toy Story 3 is make $1 billion. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like almost, it's basically not possible.
Toy Story 3 makes $1 billion, so that gives them the runway to have creative liberties. Marvel, like, making cash, like printing cash money with the Avengers movies allows them to fucking make Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which is like a huge formula change.
Yeah, that was a pretty big risk what they took there.
So I just don't buy into it when everyone gets super dramatic about Disney being the doom bringer of entertainment. I just feel like you gotta.
Yeah, because also
I love Disney movies.
It doesn't make sense.
I feel like I have a decent enough palette for movies. Like I feel like I know what like.
Just think about.
Yeah. There are a lot of people who think that though. Like just because it's not a Marvel movie or it's not structured like a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie, that they're like, oh, this is bad. And I don't buy into that, obviously. Like, there are people who believe that and think like that, and I think those people are wrong. But
you're not drinking that Kool-Aid?
No, I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid. I think it's like you should obviously always want to have like a broaden your horizons when it comes to the art that you consume and your entertainment and shit like that. I need to go to a cantina.
Just got to get one out, huh? The stresses of being a Jedi too much for you?
No, because you can like do specific, like you can't accept like companion side missions unless you're in a safe spot.
Interesting.
Which I think
Fuddruckers
merchants are safe spots.
I forgot how hard this game was.
You had a mission for me last time I saw you. What's going on now?
Said he'd never met you in his life.
T7? Never heard of him.
T7 has caused you many technical difficulties.
T7's a thorn in my side, but he really is like he's a real homie. You know? He's better than Kira, man. Kira is useless in combat.
You gotta ride and die with your homies for the good times and the bad.
T7 will legitimately kill someone for me.
How many people can you say that for?
0 questions asked. There's no cantina here. Like, how do I find a cantina?
Oh, that's disgusting. What just happened?
I'm trying to get some credits, man. I gotta start looting more too. That'll get me more credits.
You should see if you can play Sabacc somewhere. That'd be hilarious.
Dude, that'd be crazy. You can actually play Sabacc in this game, right?
In Knights of the Old Republic you can. I don't know if in the Old Republic you can.
Find out. I'm gonna have to get to the bottom of that right now.
I know you can bet all your money in Knights of the Old Republic.
Because I'm the best goddamn Sabacc player there is.
Shoot.
The most omnipresent game in Star Wars' lore is totally missing the Old Republic. Come on, it hasn't been invented or what? After the Force, Sabacc is the second thing mentioned in every book of this universe. In my opinion, every cantina in this game should have a Sabacc table where players can win or lose their fortunes or just have some fun. It's not typical to implement a card game, is it?
What's that?
So apparently it's not in the game.
Interesting. I guess that would be like real gambling at that point then. Which would be pretty bad.
I mean, yeah, that's probably the issue there.
Yeah. So like
you have to gamble your credits.
Which would be not ethically sound.
Yeah, you're gonna have to jump, deal with a lot of red tape. When are you coming back to town?
Whenever I want, dude. I'm my own man.
Address 4473, Sparkling Meadows. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a real address. Don't look it up. Twitch.
Please. I'm actually gonna be in Vegas tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
I have to get some work done with my boss for Fox Sports.
I'm trying to find the cantina, man.
The canteen is just an illusion, dude.
There hasn't been a cantina for 17 years. parents just left for a party, but it was a party that I told them I would go to. But then when it was time to leave, I was just like,
Parents are party people, man. It's crazy to me.
They have a group of friends that they're really close with, and they kind of just like it's kind of a new thing for them, and I'm happy for them. I'm happy to.
Are you kind of jealous?
I am kind of jealous.
I kind of feel jealous, like on behalf of your parents, to be honest with you.
They have more friends than I do. They really do. I played because they all came over last week.
Yeah, like they got their in, man. Like that's.
Yeah, they were playing poker.
That's kind of crazy.
I was playing poker with them. I was like, damn. You got some homies, man. I don't have any homies. You Spencer, and like my cousin, like Spencer and
yeah.
And my cousin.
But there are advantages to that too.
I mean, yeah, like I trust them.
It's close knit, you know.
Yeah.
I do.
Quite a reputation on Tython, personally ending a threat to the Jedi Temple. Inspiring.
I'm on the last boss of the game, and it's taken me like 7 tries to do it. I'm trying to just finish this real quick. Man. It is quite literally Jafar. It's difficult, man. Capcom made themselves some games back in the day. I didn't like Jafar in the live-action movie. I just found it very off-putting that he was the only actual Arab person in the movie with an accent.
I wish I could fully customize my lightsaber hilt.
Yeah, like in...
You probably can, but it's probably like a shit ton of credits. Because I think my hilt right now looks really lame.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna die again. Please be the last hit. Wow.
God bless.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Senator K believes you're qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat.
I wonder what the description for this YouTube video is going to be. I'm going to have to think of something. Because it's very hard to describe. Okay, now it's time to fight the snake. See, I would want to play the music for this. I haven't been playing this entire time, but I know I'll get copyright striked like immediately.
When you upload it?
Yeah, so I mean I've been keeping the game silent. Which is kind of a bummer because honestly. So
I'm doing this side mission right now. I have to speak to Minister Emo. Which means I'm gonna have to fast travel to the Senate building.
Holy shoot, this is crazy. I forgot the scale of this. I think I've done every side mission now, so
every side mission on Coruscant?
I can't confirm or deny that, but I did 18 of them, so
God damn. When did you go to sleep last night?
Like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, I went to bed really late too.
Couldn't sleep last night. I didn't take melatonin, which was my fault, obviously. Oh, it's only his head, huh? Shoot. I wonder if I had this much trouble as a kid, or if maybe I just practiced it a lot more. I don't remember. It's kind of hard to say.
Yeah.
Because I was playing...
I got my car washed today, man. It felt good.
You got your car washed today?
Yeah.
I like shaved my beard the other day and it felt so good. Kind of felt liberating. I have a goatee again.
It's nice to clean your beard up.
I just wanted to clean it up, but it did not end up working out that way for me.
You always mess up somehow.
I really do. I don't know. I'm just really stupid. I think that's what it comes down to. Just not smart enough. Or that I have a very bad like field of vision or something. I don't know what you want to call it, but overall 10 out of 10 would not recommend, if you will. Get that. We should play... Oh, you know what? Gosh, we need an Elgato so bad, dude. We really do.
Yeah,
because those the Nintendo Switch Online, like all those old NES games, they're most of them have been like modified to go online, I think. Ooh. So like it's not Streets of Rage that I'm thinking of. It's just one of the classic side scrollers and stuff like that. Like you can play with a pal, and I think that's really cool.
Maybe time to crack a Coke Energy before we start this.
Oh boy. I think I'm one hit away, and I'm one hit away also, so it's do or die time. I was short. Oh, what the heck? Gosh, man. This is tough. I want to finish this so bad. It's kind of annoying that I haven't. Yeah, I know you turned into a snake, okay? Congratulations. Okay. I'm actually scared to whistle the songs even. They'll detect it, and I'll be gone. It's just like slowing down my computer. This is a very graphically intense Aladdin game.
It's this 8-bit Aladdin game.
Yeah. Ugh, boy. Oh, that's so stupid. This game's controls are good, but sometimes they're unfair, it feels like.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. That's so dumb. This game, like, redefines things too often. Oh, my God. I'll be on the stream in 5 hours when I finally beat this stupid boss. Golly. I feel like I'm gonna die. Golly.
Nikki dropped off my wired Xbox controller today, and it was fucking liberating feeling playing Halo.
Yeah, because Xbox is a lot better with
yes.
controllers, huh?
Yeah, and I think I can delete this fucking little like button remapper because this isn't actually it gets recognized.
Yeah, as an Xbox controller, right? Yeah, button mappers are good, but not as good as the OG. I was trying to play Desert Bus with Anthony for the stream. It didn't work out. I cannot. First of all, the game never got released, so that's probably why. But I figure someone would have recreated the game. You know what Desert Bus is?
No, I don't. Actually.
It's a mini game from a Penn and Teller Sega Genesis game that never got released.
Penn and Teller.
Yeah, and it's called Desert Bus, and it's you're a bus driver in an empty bus, and you're driving from Arizona to Las Vegas, and that's it. You drive at 45 miles per hour for 8 hours until you get to Las Vegas, and then you get 1 point for that.
Interesting.
And then you drive from Las Vegas back to Arizona, and that's the game. It was basically like a gag game, Penn and Teller. Basically, you know how they're jokesters.
Yeah, they definitely one of the video game strongholds.
So, but it was going to be released actually, but the company who made it went out of business.
Did you do Crisis in Galactic City?
What is that? You have to tell me what the mission is.
Side mission.
Yes, I understand.
The senator recruits you to kind of like. They're like refugees who have been like kind of manipulated by a crime syndicate.
Yeah, I did that one.
Did you flirt with the senator?
I sure did. Nothing came of it though. Yeah.
Nothing came of it?
No. I maybe there's something else that you do later, like I don't know, like as you progress the story you have to come back to Coruscant for some reason, but
perhaps.
Yeah, it's a big bummer to be honest with you. I was kind of hoping to I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't know what I wanted to come of the flirting. Oh, I found out that, by the way, you can get with the person that you're with, your apprentice or whatever, that's with you. Yeah, you can like be in a relationship with that person.
So my Padawan?
Yeah, your Padawan you can totally sexually harass, basically, if you will.
I think I was just blessed with 25,000 credits.
Blessings on blessings.
2,000 credits, but...
What's the difference?
Redeem any reputable trader for face value. I got like a little holocron that's worth 25,000 credits.
Maybe that's what I got, like a holocron that was...
Maybe, man. I actually think that might be it. There's going to be like daily rewards here too, right?
I have no idea. Maybe. Perhaps. Oh boy. Ugh, this is so annoying. How many hits does it take?
I just got Republic's Most Wanted.
Oh my god. You got Republic's Most Wanted? Oh, the one where you kill all those people.
For me, yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna quit, actually. I'm like done. I'm sick of this. How many hits does he take? I want this to be a complete playthrough, to be honest. God, give me a break. I have to be one hit away. There we go. Dude, that was so stupid. Forgot how hard that was. Boy.
Nikki got me a graduation present today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it made me cry.
Was it Animal Crossing?
No, it was not Animal Crossing. It was a pair of Stan Smith Adidas shoes.
Oh, sweet.
But they had Mickey Mouse on them. It was fucking awesome.
Nice. Okay, I'm just letting this end scene play through, and then I'll make my way downtown, if you will.
This guy's got the same mustache as me. This man's talking about cutting power to all of Coruscant?
Yeah.
Relax, buddy.
He wants to prove that the Coruscant is like doing a whole Superman planet thing. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Comic books and such. You don't know nothing about Superman, dude. I was watching a clip with Robin Williams the other day. It was really sad.
What a king, man.
It was a video he had done with his mother. They were playing tennis, and he seemed like genuinely happy.
Prepare secure access nodes. How long is this mission?
Which one?
How long is this mission?
The one where you have to check the seismic activity and stuff?
This one where this guy's talking about the criminals taking control of the fucking...
Oh, that one takes a while.
Speeder routes?
Yeah, that one...
routes long?
Kinda. It actually is probably the longest mini mission thing.
Oh, fuck me.
You gotta kill a whole bunch of people, I think.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize that. I have so many more abilities now, man. It's crazy. Man, I was kicking someone with the force.
I have a really good combo that I've recently discovered.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and remap all my buttons.
I found it. I basically hit 6, 7, 8 when I start. It gives me. It slows everyone down. It makes me faster. It makes my melee better, and then I go in for my melee attacks. All right, guys, that was it. This is for YouTube purposes. Didn't talk about Aladdin, but for 2 seconds. But yeah, that was Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. Let me see if I can grab the cartridge real quick, actually, because I can show you guys the Epic Gamer artwork. Oh boy, I don't know how easy this is gonna be for me. It's not gonna be. Well, maybe if you're watching the video, I may have edited a photo of me holding it in my hands. For all of you. I was
about to say, dude, you don't have a face cam up.
Yeah, I know, but I can do it pretty easily. But yeah, that was Aladdin for the Super Nintendo. I'll probably take a picture later, and with my cool Epic Gamer face in it. Anyways, thanks for joining, everybody, and if you're watching this on YouTube, we are transitioning over to Star Wars: The Old Republic, but that'll be through Kevin_Omo. Obviously, if you're watching this YouTube, you're you're obviously not watching it live, but we are live more than once in life, so I recommend you go check us out on either Kev_Omo or Argy Culture. We stream on both of those things. We will see you next time.